I am here to discuss how important therapy is for people ADHD, autism, diagnosis or misdiagnosis, as I have been struggling for the past 6-7 years to figure this out. Mind you, I have been diagnosed with ADHD since high school. The autism is a different thing. However, my therapist, who I have been blessed to have found right off the bat, discovered my autism. And this is because doctors today do not make house calls. Doctors today give you 10 to 15 minutes of what's going on with you. Okay, well, sounds like this. Here's a pill. Western medicine is not what it used to be, sadly, and people of the neurodivergent culture are severely suffering. People are not diagnosed, they are underdiagnosed, they are misdiagnosed. People are realizing come their 30s, 40s, 50s years old, and what's going on with me? I feel like an alien. I don't fit in with anyone. I've never fit in with anyone. This brain's telling me to do this, and this, but yet I can't focus. I can't do this. I can't do that. This side of the brain saying, oh, well, you need to have to be precise and precision, and the time blindness. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to follow the rules. You have to do what everybody's telling you to do. You have to go to school. You have to go to college. You have to get a job. You have to work in the real world in society and make something of yourself. You have to achieve things. Guess what? With autism alone or ADHD alone, not very easy. With both together, your brain's constantly fighting each side of itself, constantly every day, to where nothing makes any sense. And then not getting properly diagnosed can be a huge issue, where it makes you feel every day that you're completely losing it, insane, psycho. So, my recommendation to you, and this is not an easy task, but it honestly helps everyone, not just neurodivergent people, but to find a therapist that works with you, that actually listens to you, and potentially, if you're dealing with trauma, find somebody who specializes in EMDR therapy. Now, EMDR is eye movement reprocessing, desensitization. It is a form of behavioral therapy that will reprocess your negative traumatic thoughts into more positive thoughts that help you actually deal with your trauma and helps you shut your brain off of these traumatic experiences, whereas you can literally not blink an eye to these traumatic experiences that have been affecting your life, making you cry every day, making you just triggered and panicked and all of the things anytime anything comes up with these memories. So it is not easy to find a therapist that is a good fit for you. It is not easy to find a therapist that is going to listen to you and is actually going to continue their education and learn about new things and learn about all of the new diversities and the differences in people with ADHD and or autism. Neurodivergent community in general is a spectrum for a reason. We have a lot of different symptoms and a lot of different things that not everybody else experiences. So this can be an issue, especially for doctors and or therapists or counselors. Anybody, psychiatrists, psychologists, people that are trying to help, but they really don't know how to help unless they take the time to listen to you and figure out what is going on. So, from my experience personally, and this has been taking 7 years to get to where I am, and I am night and day from where I was when I started. Finding a good therapist that you can talk to and vent to, and that they listen to you and they validate your feelings and they give you coping mechanisms and breathing strategies and yoga and meditation strategies that can help you cope with what you're dealing with, the anxiety and everything else that you deal with on a daily basis. Also, sensory processing issues, things like that. They have the tools, they should have the tools, or they should be able to help you somehow manifest or maneuver your way through everyday life. And I'm not talking about jobs, I'm not talking about the outside society world. I'm talking about your personal day-to-day, get things done, chores, laundry, brush your teeth, remember to wash your face, drink some water, eat some food. Come on. Things that should be common sense, but we tend to forget about, or we're getting so sidetracked or hyper-focused on something else that we do not do, or there's past traumatic stress that is still messing with us really bad to the point where we cannot do anything and cannot function on a normal, any kind of plane at all. Get therapy. Find a therapist that works for you, that you like, that actually listens, which is very difficult, but they are out there and they can help you. And if you can find somebody that specializes in EMDR, I personally highly recommend it. It's a long process, but it does work, and it does desensitize you to traumatic memories and helps you get past them and move on with your current life and move on and be happy. And that's what everybody deserves, is to be happy and to be their own true self and not conform to society and what society wants from you. Because with our issues, we can't do that. And it's not fair for us to try to do that. And that's our biggest problem, is we cannot conform to these social norms and things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. It's not plausible for us to do, and we can't do it. So, therapy, EMDR, finding someone that listens to you and understands you and validates your feelings and yet gives you opportunities and options to help your everyday life. Methods that can help you cope and de-stress and get you to that level of solitude that we all need for our brains to reset, for us to be happy, for us to relax and have that space and quiet time that we actually need, but we don't know how to get to because of executive dysfunction or time blindness or all of the things all of the time. So, my advice, and this is from a 40 years of struggling with society and not being able to fit in, coming to find out of my ADHD and autism. Mind you, my autism was not diagnosed by a doctor. It was not discovered by a doctor. It was discovered by my therapist. And she is amazing. And I'm grateful for her every day. And I wish that anybody who is struggling to not give up, to keep asking for help, to keep searching for people, seeing the different therapists, find the right doctor, but just keep trying and to not give up, because somebody is out there that will help you and it's going to change your life.